Hello, parents and students. Today we're going to talk about how to take the STAR Early Literacy Assessment at home. So parents, a couple things we want you to keep in mind. This assessment is going to be done asynchronously. In other words, it's not going to be done with your teacher on Zoom. It's going to be done off the Zoom call and only the student and their device. It is not graded. There is no grade that goes in a grade book for this assessment. We use this to look at the results to help mark growth for the students and how we can help the student after they're done. Maybe there's some help they need in some reading, some sounds. We want to identify where a teacher can help a student. What we need from you is to help your student stay on track. Please don't help the student during the test by answering questions with them or giving them hints. Help them when it's a technical issue. So please don't help the student during the test unless it's a technical issue. The iPad goes to sleep, the Wi-Fi drops, the program closes. Those are all great ways to help them get everything back on track. But when it comes to the test itself, please let the student do the answering. Now, students, you have an important job as well. Some things to keep in mind. Make sure you use the restroom before taking the test. Remember that your questions have time limits, so take your time, but not too much time. Try to limit those distractions around you, and try to use a room without TV or other people who can bother you. The computer will be talking to the students and asking them to answer questions. If available, they can wear headphones or earbuds. Those would be just fine. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what the test is going to look like in Renaissance. All right, so we're on the district iPad, and we're going to click on the home button to open up and log into the iPad. Once in, we're going to choose the class link button, and we're going to ignore all the different sign-ins except for two things: the Remember Me, and we're going to put in the username and password for your students so they can get logged into ClassLink. 9-digit username and 8-digit month and year for birth date. And now we are logged into ClassLink. So everything's in alphabetical, so I'm going to swipe and I'm going to click on Renaissance with the big multicolored R. And it's going to take me right into Renaissance. We're going to choose the yellow STAR Early Literacy. And now we're logged in, ready to take the test. We're going to click on the blue Start button, and it's going to tell us that we're going to practice using the iPad. Now, it's really important that it's a quiet area so that way the student can listen to the iPad.
Tap the rainbow and then tap Next.
So after the student gets their direction, they're going to choose their answer and then hit the blue Next button.
Good job. Now we will go to the practice questions.
Practice questions are modeled after the test.
Which picture shows a tree? Pick the picture of the tree.
Once all three questions have been asked, it's time to go to the real test.
Great job on the practice. Now we will go to the test. The word is can.
So the students will listen to the instructions from the iPad, and they will make their best choice based on what the clue was. If the students didn't hear the question, they can hit the Listen button on the top right to have them repeat the question.
Write the letter U. The letter is U. What is another way to write the letter U? Pick another way to write the letter U.
Sometimes things come up and students need to stop the test. To stop the test, click the Stop Test button, resume later, and type in the admin password, which is admin, A-D-M-I-N. Then you click Resume Later, and it will take you out of the test and pause it. To resume the test, Go back and do the exact same thing you did at the very beginning by logging into ClassLink and choosing Renaissance to log in with. Once you get into Renaissance, click on the Star Early Literacy button, and you are back in the test. Again, you need to type in the admin password, which is ADMIN. Once you type in the admin password, you are now in to take the test. If at any time you see a clock blinking at the top, this means that the student is running out of time to answer the question, and if they take too long to answer the question, they will get a notification saying that time is up for this question, and it will move them to the next question. Now that I'm at the final question, it's been answered, and now I'm going to hit next. The student is done with the test.
Congratulations! You have finished the test.
The student is now finished with their assessment.